Want to get off your phone and fucking join the conversation there, you fat fuck?
No. Shut the fuck up.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back, everybody.
This fat fuck just had to send out that one last tweet.
Had to hashtag it.
Yeah, what? Hold on a minute. They call them tweets anymore? Like, what? What do you call it when you post to X?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think Elon fucking thought that shit out.
It will forever be fucking Twitter to me.
It'll always be fucking Twitter. Fucking, goddamn it, justice, hashtag justice for Larry Bird.
Bring back the bird.
I don't think, did you know that? Did you know that the bird actually had a name?
Yes, you've mentioned it like 3-4 times on the podcast.
Oh, I'm mentioning it again. Fucking Larry. Larry!
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 He's not over here.
Oh, man.
Oh, Joe Gatto, you are missed.
You are definitely missed. And thank you for helping me propose to the wife. I love the fact that Joe Gatto recorded a video to help me propose to the wife. That was fucking awesome.
Well, I mean, you did pay him to help you, so.
He didn't have to do it, though. He could have been like, fuck that guy.
He could have, but then he would have been entitled to, you would have been entitled to a refund, and I'm sure he was like, well, fuck that.
Yeah. I had a weird dream last night. I had a weird dream that fucking Rip was on the podcast.
Really?
But you weren't. I don't know why. Like, he wasn't a guest. Like, he was just here. Like,
he was just filling in, huh?
Yeah, I guess. I don't fucking know. I mean, you know, nobody can fill Jer's panties because they're fucking 40 feet wide.
Speaking of which, Tony paints me as this guy who was fat at birth. They were like, oh my God, it's bigger than a watermelon, according to Tony. So just so the people have a reference, this was me in high school. All right. That's me. Same guy. Same guy.
It doesn't look anything like you. I think he photoshopped that. Stop. The glare's on all over the fucking screen. You are absolutely fucking retarded.
See? No, it is an actual photo.
You can get stickers on Amazon. That's fine.
Speaking of Amazon, oh my God, I think we went too far with Amazon, Tony.
What do you mean?
I saw a commercial the other day for
Amazon?
Not just Amazon. Amazon Auto.
Amazon?
And we're buying cars on Amazon now. We're just next day in a fucking Ford Ranger.
Fucking Ford fucking Ranger. Fucking, you telling me Carvana wasn't enough? We gotta have it now. It still pisses me off that motherfucker ordered a goddamn yacht and had it ferried over here so he could be the first one to drive it. Motherfucker shipped the ship, right? It's only got a ship only has one fucking job, all right, and that's to float. And he fucking put it on another ship. He shipped the ship. I wonder if he uses Prime rewards.
Oh my God. Prime rewards isn't a thing, is it? Oh, that'd be sweet.
Yeah, it is. Like if you order shit and like defer shipping to get it later, they give you like 20 cents.
Oh. Imagine ordering your next vehicle on Amazon, the next day shipping? Yes.
There's got to be a freight charge. Like it's got to be. Like, there's no way that's free shipping. It just makes no goddamn sense.
I have been a Prime member. I have been a member of Prime since 2012. What the fuck is this shipping charge?
Yeah, right. I was a member of Amazon back when it was an online bookstore, motherfucker.
I'll never We're aging ourselves.
For everybody who's who was born after the year 2000, Amazon used to be an online bookstore, okay? And not like you can read shit online. No, you could buy used books out of somebody's fucking garage, and they would send them to you. All right, just like Netflix used to come in the mail. All right, motherfucker.
Speaking of aging ourselves, Tony, I remember the first thing I ever bought off of Amazon. I thought it was a porno of Ginger Spice, but it was just a fucking documentary with some of her porn work in it. I was very disappointed.
I don't want to talk about getting older. I had a hell of a week. I don't want to talk about getting older.
Tough shit. You're gonna.
I'm not. I don't want to talk about it.
And do you know how I paid for that? Because at 15, I did not have a credit card, Tony.
I know exactly how I paid for it. You let somebody fuck him in the ass.
No, I just got a mail order.
Oh.
You used to be able to pay for your Amazon with a mail order.
Fucking mail order, like fucking money orders and shit.
That's it, money order. It was a money order.
Fucking Western Union.
We are so old. I don't know about you, Tony, but I still remember when McDonald's had a smoking section.
Oh, they had yellow ashtrays. I don't even think they were made yellow. I think they were just yellowed over time. They were white, like.
Yeah.
I remember when tire stores used to have tires in the showroom. You could go look at tires while you're getting fucking work done in your car. They don't do that anymore because people complain about the fucking rubber smell. Like, that's the whole point to go to a tire store. It smelled like tires. You know?
I remember how angry my parents were getting as the smoking sections in restaurants were depleted more and more.
I'm still pissed off about that. I'm pissed off that they took smoking out of bars.
I'm all right with it being a non-smoker.
Fuck that, man. It's a bar. You should be able to smoke and drink at the same time. You shouldn't have to go out front. All right?
It's been over 10 years. Get over it.
These fucking faggots are destroying everything. I swear to God.
Hell, it's been almost over 20 years at this point.
In Florida, you can still smoke in bars if they don't serve food. Like if they don't make a certain amount of income selling food, you can smoke in there. Like bar treats are like, that's fine. But they're getting fewer and far between because all the bars are supplementing their fucking income with shitty bar food. Like, we have a broiler. No, you don't. You have a microwave. Shut the fuck up. Like.
So my best friend was in town this weekend, Tony, and he ditched me to go on a date, which is fine, whatever. But he's asked me, he's like, because he hasn't lived here in years. He's like, where should I take her?
He went on a date while he was there. Damn, man, dude, fucking, your gay sex is lacking. Apparently, Jared's not getting enough gay sex.
But he's like, where should I take her? I was like, well, probably the nicest place, or one of the nicest places, is Walker's. And he starts asking about Walker's.
Texas
and he's
Ranger.
Like, you just couldn't resist, could you?
I couldn't. I tried. I tried to stuff it down. It didn't work.
And he was asking me about
I'll take the roundhouse steak, please.
He was asking me about it, like what it was going to cost him and everything. I was like, it's probably going to be about $100, $150 bill, something like that.
Fucking, if you got to ask, you ain't got it. Take that bitch to McDonald's and call it a day.
I was like, well, what's it like? I'm like, well, it's kind of uppity in there. I was like, they refer to their cook as chef, but this is fucking Billings. All right, I probably know the dude. It's probably Doug. Tell Doug to quit going by chef. Shut the fuck up and get my shrimp out here and my steak.
Fucking shrimp, man. Goddamn sea roaches.
They're delicious.
I don't understand how my daughter eats that shit. I really don't. Like,
because it's delicious.
Fucking, she's making that shit in the kitchen. And I'm just like, God damn it, fucking, you're ruining my steak. All right.
It goes great on steak. What are you talking about?
No, you know what goes great on steak?
Steak.
Butter. Glaze. Sear, motherfucker. That's what goes good on steak.
With shrimp.
You like this? The 16-ounce porterhouse with a 24-ounce ribeye. I call it a turf and turf. Also a glass of whiskey because I'm an American.
All right. Dude, they killed Nick Offerman in Civil War.
They did. I was pissed.
They killed the shit out of him.
Oh, dude, I've been watching fucking Landman, and I made a realization. There's a reason I like Billy Bob Thornton, and that's because Billy Bob Thornton is me in like 20 years.
Oh, Billy Bob Thornton, man, what? Remember Mr. Woodcock? That one never gets talked about.
It doesn't. It doesn't get nearly enough fucking praise. It really doesn't. I mean, anytime I think of Billy Bob Thornton, I always think of fucking Sling Blade first.
Sling Blade, yes, of course. There's there's so much.
Either that or the Baytown Outlaws. I fucking love that movie. Baytown Outlaws is fucking hilarious.
He's in the Fargo series. I know that.
Yeah, but I've been watching Landman, and that fucking show is awesome. It's like oil Yellowstone.
What is it with you and Yellowstone?
I've been watching it recently because I've seen enough clips online that I have to watch the show now.
Oh.
And it's fucking Kevin Costner in a role that actually fits Kevin Costner, you know, not Robin Hood.
Which, by the way, I sent Tony a picture. I got Prince of Thieves on VHS. I was so excited.
And nobody gives a shit.
Oh, I can't wait to fucking watch it. I can't fucking wait to watch it. I also got Ninja Turtles on VHS. I mean, I already had it on VHS, but that's a factory sealed copy, and that's not getting open. That's going on display.
You're displaying a VHS. I never thought I'd see the day.
I have the 4 Burger King cartoon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle tapes proudly on display right over there.
I still don't understand. I never thought I'd see the day that VHS was a collector's item. Like, that was just how we watched movies, you know?
Are you kidding me? I'm gonna send the OG Ninja Turtles. I'm gonna send it into the CGC to get graded.
That's a fucking waste of money.
And I just got a new collector's comic that I have to go have. I have to get another frame made, Tony. I have to get another frame made.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't mention frames. Again, I've had a bad week.
You've had I don't want to hear about bad weeks, motherfucker.
Motherfucker, you have any idea how fucking hard it was to go to that goddamn place and be like, all right, fucking fix it?
Wait, what now?
I had to go to the fucking glasses place, man.
Oh. I forgot it.
This is not a fun time. It's not good. It's not good, guys. It's a fucking that was a tragic moment in my life. Like, I had to go, and you know what? Okay, so hold on a minute. I know I'm getting older and more irritable because the place that I went to go get my fucking vision test done, I had to make sure that there was a good way out of there. Because it's in Orange Park, and I never drive in Orange Park without making sure that, like, wherever I'm going has a light. Because it's like a fucking death trap going across Blanding. It's just ridiculous. I had to go to fucking Lens Crafters. And I had to deal with the fact that I need fucking glasses.
That your eyes are broke, motherfucker?
My eyes are fucking broke. And they told me the exact same way that the dickhead doctor told Tom Segura. They said, your eyes have been tricking you into thinking you can see better. I was like, this is bullshit. I had to go. Okay, so let me paint. You know what? This is a fucking story. All right. This is it's fucking story time. God damn it. Fucking,
All right.
I went down to Lens Crafters and I pulled in. And right as I pulled in, I'm like, I don't want to fucking do this. But I walked in and I walked back to the optometrist and they were like, oh, Mr. Ellikin? I was like, yep, that's me. They're like, fill out these forms.
They said your name and you were like, shh,
Yeah, don't
somebody might
fucking
know me,
say,
motherfucker.
lower your goddamn voice.
Mr. fucking story time over here, motherfucker.
Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ. I can recognize it at Walgreens. But, and we'll get to that because that happened the same day. So this was my day. I got up, like 10, fucking on my day off. And I had to go to the fucking Lens Crafter's place, for like a 12:10 appointment. And I walked in, which is weird. Why do you set an appointment at 12:10? That just don't make no goddamn sense. Oh, this is so fucking odd. Like 30-minute increments, motherfucker. 30-minute increments. Bothers me so much. Fucking 12.
The things that bother you bring me so much delight, Tony.
This is just fucking weird. It's so fucking odd. Like it's an odd number, Like fucking, we have an appointment available for 12:17. Like fucking shit. It's oddly specific, but I walk in, I fill out all my paperwork, and my doctor's name is Larry. He got the joke, thank God. But yeah, they brought me into the little room, right? The tech brought me in a little room where they fucking tortured me, and they didn't get shit out of me. They ain't getting a fucking thing. I'm not telling them where the fucking general is. Like we did the eye test with, they put the thing up and I read everything perfectly. It's just when they adjusted the lights, it fucked with my vision. And they were like, oh, you have astigmatism and a myopia. I don't fucking know what the shit that is. I don't know what any of these fucking words mean. All right, speak English, motherfucker. English, motherfucker, do you speak it? But they put me in a little fucking head harness where they shine the light in my eye for like fucking 15 seconds.
Where were you June 15th? Where were you?
I ain't telling you. I was fucking your mother. Like, I didn't tell him anything. I told him. What'd you tell him? Told him to bang his wife.
Oh, that's such an underappreciated movie too.
Yeah, Four Brothers reference on the podcast. Mark it down. But they put me in a little torture device, where they fucking shine the light in my fucking eyes and shine the light and shine the light and shine the light. And then they're like, get ready. And I fucking burst of air in my fucking face. Just. And apparently I blinked because you're supposed to when they're blowing shit in your fucking eye. And they're like, oh, now we got to redo it. I'm like, motherfucker. And then they put me in the little fucking thing where they take the retinal scan or the nerve scan so that they can see the optic nerve or whatever. And usually it's either that or they dilate you, right? And they started with my left eye, and apparently I can't open my eye wide enough, right? And they're like, do you have like previous damage to your left eye? I'm like, yeah, actually I do, yeah. Like, there's that goddamn pint glass again. Fucking. Apparently getting hit in the fucking face with a pint glass gave me Forrest Whitaker eye. So like I couldn't open that shit fucking wide enough to get the goddamn scan. So she literally had to take my head and put my fucking face in there. And I was just like, I'm trying to open it. Fucking.
She's just shoving your head. This does sound like torture.
Yeah, the fucking right eye was fine, apparently. Fucking, I got all my shit, and they put me in another little room where fucking Larry came in, and Larry did the little fucking, like, number 1 or number 2. Can I see number
Larry,
1 again?
You know how long we've been looking for you?
Can I see number 1 again? Number 1 or number 2?
No.
No, number 1 might be a little bit better. Number 3 or number 4? Fuck 3, definitely. Number 5 or number 6? Oh,
this is a trick question.
Yeah, it's about the same, really. Number 5 or number 6? Okay, now 5 definitely looks clear. That's weird. Like, fuck it. We were sitting in there for like 30 minutes doing this shit, and he's like, "You need corrective lenses." Like your right eye sees kind of shitty. Your left eye sees fine. I was like, that's the one that was fucked up. Like, hold on a minute. Like, that's the one that we had to fucking face my, like, I had to force my head into the fucking machine and fucking, had to hold my face different and shit. It was like I was trying to get a rack out of a Buick. Fucking. But yeah, fucking, we had that thing. And they're like, you need corrective lenses. And I'm going to recommend anti-glare and anti-reflective because you have a really bad light sensitivity. I'm like, I could have fucking told you that. Every time I go home at night, if somebody's coming down my fucking road with their goddamn headlights on, it looks like fucking Beirut, motherfucker. Looks like a fucking IED just went off like next to my truck. I can't see shit now. They look like little explosions. And apparently that shit's not normal. I didn't know that. I thought everybody saw light that way.
You thought everybody was just dealing with a little PTSD?
Yeah.
Thought we all went to war.
No, Jimmy. But I'm like, where do I go to get this prescription filled? They're like, oh, we can do it here. I'm like, oh, well, fuck yeah. And I was just being a smart ass. I'm like, do you have Gucci frames? And I said it just like that. And they're like, we do. I'm like, fuck. I don't even want to know how much them motherfuckers cost. So like, we have Gucci frames. We have Prada. We have Tiffany. I'm like, I didn't know fucking Tiffany made glasses.
Tiffany's like, how can we wet our beak with these people that can't see?
Like, Jesus Christ, man. Fucking there's got to be a bitch to clean being silver. Like, fuck. I can't fucking deal with it. And I'm like, where are your fucking Oakleys? That's what I want to know. Direct me to the fucking Oakley display. All right.
They're like right over here. Poor person.
Right. And they're right next to the Ray-Bans. And I'm convinced that Ray-Ban is just using their name to sell shit because their glasses are fugly. Like, I'm looking at them shits. I'm like, what is the difference between the Ray-Ban frames and those generic ass frames that look like they're going to break? Like fucking the generic frames that I didn't have to pay for, right? That my insurance would cover. Fucking, I'm sitting there looking at them and they look like if you breathe, fuck, I broke them. Like,
let's be honest here, Tony. At some point, you don't want Tiffany or Gucci or Louis Vuitton, because at some point you're gonna break these sons of bitches. Yeah, we both know you are.
This is 100%. That's why I got Oakley titaniums. I got fucking titanium frames. It's fucking amazing. And of course, I got to get so my choice, by the way, my choice was to pay out of pocket for Oakley frames or get the generic frames that are fucking bullshit. And they're fugly. All right. So I'm like, I could get these for free, or I could pay like $80 and get Oakleys. And dude, the fucking glasses, when they totaled up everything, it was like $622 before insurance kicked in. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, they're made out of fucking gold? Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Tony's like, how do you sleep at night?
I'm taking this. But the fucked up part is like fucking like they offered Louis Vuitton. Mm-hmm. They offered Louis Vuitton frames. I'm just like, no, I'm not a fat single mother fucking smoking cools with a half black baby. No, I don't want Louis Vuitton. I'm the wrong color for that shit.
Jesus Christ, Tony.
What?
You're so gonna get us canceled, motherfucker.
I don't give a fuck. The only people that actually have Louis Vuitton shit are fucking like fat white women that have half black babies and they smoke cools.
My daughter does not smoke. She had Louis Vuitton sunglasses.
She gonna have a half black baby.
The kid is white.
I mean, it's not the father. If Maury's taught me anything, it's never the father. Fucking in the case of 3-year-old Tyquise, Jim, you are not the father.
And Jim's just like, whew.
Jim's losing his mind. He's like, I didn't know. How could I have known? Like, cause your name's fucking Jim and the fucking baby's name is Tyqueesh. We don't even know how to spell that.
Usually on those shows, Jim was like, "Oh, thank God."
Fuck it, Jim. You're named after a bourbon. Your son is named after Hennessy. Get the fucking picture? Like,
will you shut the fuck up, motherfucker?
No, I'm right.
Yes.
I'm right. You can suck me. All right. So they offered me transitional lenses, and the transitional lenses are an extra $240. Why? What the fuck?
What do transitional lenses do?
They turn dark, so I don't have to wear sunglasses anymore, basically. And I'm gonna, like, for $240, I'm wearing my fucking sunglasses. You can suck my whole dick. I'm not gonna need those at night. I need the glasses at night. They're like, well, what if you walk outside? I'm like, I'll put fucking sunglasses on. I'll deal with the fucking, like, vision impairment for a little bit. I mean, it's not really that much of a correction. Basically, they told me I needed reading glasses just all the time. Like, you know. But
Tony,
after I leave, you know, I get in the truck and I leave. I'm like, fuck it. I pay my money, and they're like, it'll be 10 days. I'm like, why? So I'm waiting on my fucking glasses, and I leave, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to Walgreens. I'm gonna get some beer, and I'm gonna get some iced tea and some Monsters because I'm out, and I need cigarettes. So I went to fucking Walgreens, and I put all my shit on the counter, and this chick ringing me up, like, she gets the cigarettes off the wall, and she looks up at me and she goes, you look like this guy I used to follow on TikTok. And she's scanning the cigarettes, and I'm like, oh yeah? She goes, yeah, he was banned because, you know, he told the truth, and people didn't like that apparently. And I was like, oh, I bet he was a real dick about it though. Like, I bet you he told the truth, but he's a real dick about it. She goes, he was definitely abrasive. I was like, story time have anything to do with it? She goes, she dropped the pack of cigarettes. She goes, get the fuck out of here. I was like, yeah, that was me. She goes, holy shit, you live here? That's awesome. I'm like, I've never hidden that. 987,000 people knew that I lived in the west side of Jacksonville, right? Apparently, you were not one of them.
You weren't a very good fan.
Yeah, you weren't a fucking degenerate, goddammit. Fucking, like, I've never hid that fact. I've never hid where I live. Like,
if it had been for, if you had known where I lived, I'd still have my account. It's all your fault. It's all your fault, bitch.
It's all your fault, bitch. Yeah, so she took down my new account information, and I called Jer immediately after this happened, and he didn't answer because he's a prick. I'm like, I don't know why he's not answering the phone. It's not like he's doing anything. Fucking.
I've been having a week myself, Tony. Been having a week myself.
But yeah, got back to the house, and as soon as I got back to the house, keep in mind the only person I've told that I need glasses is my old lady. I get back to the house, my fucking daughter goes, so I heard you need fucking glasses. I'm like, God damn it, is this a fucking group chat? Like,
nobody tell Jer.
Motherfucker. But yeah. So I need glasses, and by the next podcast, I'll probably have them.
Tony was probably like, please, doc, please. Jer's had nothing on. Just fix it. Do whatever. Put a scalpel in there. Whatever you. Jer's never had anything on me. Please.
No. And I told my wife. She goes, I told Higgy, and Higgy was like, yeah, I just got new glasses. I was like, oh yeah, what'd you get? He goes, Oakley's. I was like, cool. Which ones? And apparently he and I got very, very similar glasses. I'm like, why are we like this? He's like, because we have fucking taste, motherfucker. Fair enough. But they're never going to get me for not wearing my fucking safety glasses again. I'll tell you that.
Not going to lie. If it'd been me needing glasses, I probably would have went for those Tiffany frames.
With what money?
With my money.
You can't afford that shit. You can't afford
Yeah.
that shit. You got to save up for a transmission in your Dodge.
Don't fucking say that.
It's coming. Well, the event is coming. The transmission's going. Like,
Don't fucking say that.
it's a Dodge. It's inevitable.
Don't say that.
Yeah, that transmission's going to go like Thanos snapped it out of existence. Say goodbye to your planetary gear.
So, Tony, I'm a wanted man. I'm on the run from the law.
What'd you do? Crush several small children?
No, apparently I missed jury duty.
Oh, I got locked up for that once.
Of course you did.
I've been to jail on some stupid shit. Like I got hit for missing jury duty. I got hit for a DUI. And as soon as they hit me for the DUI, I'm like, I'm going to fucking jail. Let's just go fucking. You don't have to do any paperwork. Just drive me there.
What's on the menu tonight?
Right? Fucking scoot over. I'll drive. Because it was one of those fucking things like step out of the vehicle. It's hot as shit out there. You get in. Like. I've been jailed for assault and battery quite a few times.
Same.
But you know what? They deserve that shit. Like the fucking he was campaigning for that ass whooping and he just happened to get elected. Like
yeah, same. Like I remember one time I was at the bar with my best friend who was just here in town. I was at the bar with his wife. And they're both
start to the story.
Well, they're both full-blooded Native Americans.
Were you on the res?
We weren't on the res.
Huh.
We were in Great Falls, and like I see this guy, he's picking on this dude. It's like it probably comes up to here on you and me, Tony. Like he's not like this huge dude picking on this little dude. Comes to here, like taking his hat from him, acting like they're in fucking grade school. I'm like, oh yeah,
shorter than ripped, shorter than ripped,
shorter than ripped.
Damn.
I was like, oh yeah, you're real cool.
That's a legal midget.
Anyways, I hear
ripped is like 5, you know, so like it, and anything under 4'11" is the fucking marker. You know, under 4'11" smells like cabbage, got the hands, fucking midgets.
So anyways, and I hear him talking shit on Native Americans. And so, but I go up to the bar to order me and my best friend's wife another drink. And this dude starts trying to chat with me. And I go, don't fucking talk to me. I heard what you were saying about fucking natives. I was like, I don't want to fucking talk to you. And he goes, well, you have tits, so that's cool. I was like, are we gonna have a fucking problem here?
He's not wrong.
I didn't say he was wrong.
He's not wrong. And do you have any idea how fucking like how white that made you sound just now? I heard you talking about natives. Fucking, you are whiter than shit, right? Like the whatever he was saying about natives didn't apply to you. All right. I hate that shit so much is when white people take offense on behalf of other people. That shit pisses me the fuck off.
All right, but I was there with a full-blooded Native American woman.
Let the fucking full-blooded Native American woman beat his ass.
Or Native American.
Let the fucking Indians handle it.
She could.
Let the fucking Indians handle it. All right.
But
red bastards.
But anyways, and he goes, yeah, I think there's going to be a problem. Why don't we go outside? I go, there's nothing wrong with the inside. And I just haul off and hit him. And he's on the ground. I just jump on top of him. I start fucking wailing on him. And then all of a sudden I feel myself being pulled off and I'm like, I'm cool. And it was the bartender fucking pulling me off him. I was like, all right. I'm good. As soon as the bartender let me go, I jumped right back on top of that son of a bitch, started wailing on him again. And then the next thing I know, somebody grabbed me again. I go, fucking get off me. And then all of a sudden I just hear click. I was like, oh no.
Fucking, I told a story that fucking Jared was just laughing his ass off. I got arrested in middle school. Fucking, I got arrested for assaulting a police officer in middle school. So let me paint the scene here. All right, fucking, where I grew up was, very, very much like, there was gang activity fucking everywhere. And all the kids, all the kids in the middle school, like they were part of it. These fucking gangs don't have an age limit. They're like, let me see your ID. No, fucking, they're just like, hey, take this bag over there. So,
hey, you want to kill somebody for me?
Yeah, you're gonna get fucking juvie, but all of these kids went to the same fucking school. My school was a converted detention center, as I've told before. And they thought that it would be a great idea to have all these motherfuckers in the lunchroom at the same fucking time. And usually you just sat with your crew, fucking. Yeah. Well, somebody decided that they were going to fuck with somebody else and a fucking fight broke out. Now I'm just sitting here with my metal tray, which not the smartest option, by the way. I'm just telling that to the fucking lunch ladies. Not the smartest option in a school that used to be a prison, but fucking now we're just beating the shit out of each other with metal fucking trays and shit. And they call the fucking riot squad, right? They call the fucking Portsmouth riot squad and they run in there and immediately as the fight breaks out, they lock all the doors until the cops get there so nobody can get out. So now we are locked in a room. All right. We have just entered fucking Thunderdome and I'm making it out, motherfucker. So I'm going to town. I'm beating asses and I feel this like pain in my neck. I was like, what the fuck? And I turn around and hit whatever happened. Cause I thought somebody hit me. Right. Mm-hmm. I thought somebody fucked with me and shit. So I turned around and hauled off and slugged the first fucking thing I saw. And then as he fell to the ground, I saw the badge. I was like, oh, fuck. This is going to hurt. This is going to suck the whole time it's happening.
All of a sudden, Tony's just like, sees him and all of a sudden, bam! Just gets
I saw the badge and I saw the taser in his hand and I was like, oh, that's what that was. So fucking I get jumped on by like fucking 5 cops and they're giving me a proper Rodney King ass whooping. Like batons and fucking tasers and shit. And I'm just getting my fucking ass whipped. And it occurred to me in that moment, like, this is weird. I've never seen somebody my color getting beat this way. This is interesting. This is a historic fucking day right here. Like usually
Tony's screaming, I'm not black.
Yeah, I'm just screaming, whoa, hold on a minute. My name's not Tyrese, motherfucker. Like, so I get the shit knocked out of me, right? I get the absolute fuck beat out of me, and they handcuff me to a fucking chair. And then my dad shows up, and my dad goes, all right, well, I'll take him home. He's like, no, he's getting fucking booked. My dad looked at him, and my dad's logic is infallible. He's like, you really want to report this? You want to file charges on this and let everybody in your department know that a 13-year-old kid beat the shit out of one of your officers? Is that the way you want this to go? And I was leaving a free man. God damn it. Fucking 10 minutes later, I was unhandcuffed and leaving.
The truth that set me free.
Yeah. I assaulted a police officer, got away with it. Because that shit was funny. Actually, when I left, I was actually going back to class. I didn't leave school that day. And I remember I'll never forget this security guard. His name was Vaughn. And he walks me out of the school and hands me a cigarette and says, you earned this. Like, thanks, Vaughn. So I go back to class all fucked up and bandaged up and shit. And everybody's just looking at me. And I'm just like, what? Fucker had it coming.
You were all there. You know what happened.
Yeah, everybody saw that shit. That was a lot of fun, man. That was a great day.
Dude, I loved getting suspended from school for fighting. Yeah, it was such an event. Like, my mom would come get me. My mom would come get me. We'd go to lunch. And then she'd take me to the video store to rent movies because she'd be like, well, I guess you're gonna need something to do while your friends are in school during the day. And then usually we'd go to Walmart and buy a few more movies, like in the $5 bin thing.
It just occurred to me that fucking kids don't know what suspension is anymore, because if they get suspended, all they got to do is fucking go home and get online now. No such thing as suspension or fucking snow days anymore. You motherfuckers, man, feel sorry for you. You didn't want to go to school for a few days, just get fucking suspended.
I remember my one of my last high school fights ever. Like there was this big cement ramp, and like this one had been building up between me and this guy, and I was like, I'm gonna get him at lunch. And my buddy is the little devil on my shoulder. He's whispering in my ear. He's like, "Fuck that, he's here now." I was like, "Yeah, he is here now." He's like, "Get him now." I was like, "I will get him now."
And then another devil popped up on his other shoulder and said, "This is usually where the angel is supposed to show up and tell you not to hit him. But we bitch slapped that motherfucker and sent him packing. So good to go, buddy." Put the dick down.
And so I walk up behind this dude. Probably the only time of the fucking year I actually used my science book. And I just took my science book and I just fucking bam in the back of his head. And then I turned him around and gave what I would describe probably a symphony-like ass beating. It was immaculate. Like it got like I beat his ass so bad at some point I got bored. I was like, all right, I think he's had enough. Because I have him in a headlock and I'm just going to town. Finally,
I've come to fuck you up.
And so finally I just let him go. I was gonna let him go because he'd taken the ass whooping, and I was gonna go about my day. But then he threw one of them fucking girly punches. He were like open, like he's throwing like this, and he like scratched me across the eye. I was like, all right, if you insist. Right back in the headlock he went, start slamming his head in the lockers and shit. I got fucking excited because that went on for a while. Like there was one point I'm like, where's the teacher to break this up? Because I saw one. There was a teacher there watching the fight.
Yeah, that's usually what they did. Fucking, I had one instance, and this kid came down from fucking New York, and like he'd been expelled from the New York City school system, so he came down to fucking Virginia to get into our school system, and he thought he was big and bad, and me and him had words on his first day there, and I assume that he didn't like that. So apparently he had taken somebody's shoelaces and braided them and walked up like behind me when I was at my locker and wrapped it around my fucking throat, put his fucking knee in my back and just pulled back. And I was like, all right, well, this guy's got to die now. So I grabbed his fucking arm, all right, reached behind me, grabbed his fucking arm and just fucking threw his ass into the locker. And when he hit the locker, he let go. I reached up and grabbed the locker door off of my locker and ripped it off. And I have never seen a look of fear in somebody's face like that, where they were just like, Jesus Christ. So I ripped the locker door off. I start beating the shit out of him with it. And I'm like, all right, he's trying to run away. And this is where I developed my signature move. Because, I mean, dude, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight the whole time. I'd like to take shit a little easier. So as I'm beating him with the locker, I beat him into the fucking stairwell and then I treated him like a messenger in Sparta. Fucking kicked his ass down the stairs. Like, fuck fighting. I'm gonna let gravity do this for me. Just kicked him down the fucking stairs. And when he made it to the island, he fucking banged his head. I grabbed him and threw him down the other fucking bit of stairs.
You're a dick.
Motherfucker went down a whole floor without his knowledge. Like, he didn't even fucking want to go, but he's going because, again, gravity's a motherfucker. And I've done that every fucking time ever since. Huh?
I said, here, let me help you get to your next class.
Yeah. Fucking, I've done that every time since, man. Fucking, that's my style of fighting now. I just grab the biggest fucking thing I can, beat the shit out of you with it. And I'm like, God help you if there's fucking stairs around, because you're going fucking down them. It's going to be fucking phenomenal.
I'll never forget after that fight. like finally a teacher came, broke us up. I was like, thank God. It's like, I'm exhausted. I am.
By the way, we never saw that kid again. So either he transferred schools or that fucker died in the hospital. One of the two. I'm really not sure which.
Tony might have just confessed to homicide, but all right.
Maybe. I mean, they had cameras. They knew who threw his ass down the stairs. Like,
but anyways, they broke up that fight, and I was relieved. I was like, whipping his ass was really, I was really exerting myself there. I was running out of breath. And then
Jared went to the hospital afterwards.
Not quite.
But he overexerted himself and went to the hospital and almost fucking died. Put the podcast on hold for a week.
2 weeks. But anyways, and so they're trying to help this guy up off the ground. And this guy's trying to fucking act tough. He's all wobbly legged, falling down. He's like, I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm like, you can't even stand. And then
it reminds me of that fucking video where that dude got knocked out, got back up, said something to the referee like, don't play with matches, and then fell down again. Like talking nonsense. Like he didn't even know he was knocked out.
And then I remember I looked down, and this knuckle right here, you see how you don't see the knuckle?
Yeah.
Because I fucking broke it on.
I just figured that was because your hand's fat.
No. It's because I busted it on his fucking head. Anyways, at the time, it was going like this. It was where it wasn't supposed to be.
Well, that's not supposed to be like that.
And so she's on the phone with my dad. And I'm like, hey, can I just? She's, and I'm like, I just need. And finally, when she gets off the phone with my dad, she's like, what's so important it couldn't wait? I was like, I was just gonna tell him to call the doctor, and she was like. I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, you kind of dropped the ball on that one, didn't you, bitch? And my mom was pissed about that too. She's
the
like,
enemy cannot push a button if you disable his hand.
And so I started my freshman year in a cast, and because of that, I ended my freshman year in a cast. But
I'm still amazed that they invented something that can cut through a cast but not cut through human skin. That's fucking weird. It's fucking magic.
Oh man, I wish I would have fought him again with that fucking cast on though.
Sign it.
Dude, I remember I was at lunch one day and my friend Jody comes in, and like it's my first day back from suspension, and I still got it around here somewhere. I still have the fucking cast, but she sees
you a
me.
Hoarder. You've seen that show, haven't you? Fucking my God, you're just all over Discovery Channel, motherfucker, right? Fucking Hoarders, My 600-Pound Life. You're just trying to live out every one of these fucking shows.
I keep one thing.
Oh, we got to talk about that. I completely forgot about it until right now.
Well, hold on. Just hold it. Hold.
I'm gonna talk about a fat black bitch. It's gonna be great.
Oh no, you're not. No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Anyways, my friend Jody comes in and she just goes and she sees me sitting at our table and she's and she comes over, grabs my arm, just slams it down on the table, like and she goes, I'm so signing your cast, and then whips out a Sharpie. I don't know where the fuck she got a Sharpie from, because I didn't have one. She just produced that shit out of thin air.
She was keeping that in her prison wallet.
And just continues to sign my cast. She was hot. Wonder whatever happened to Jody.
That's why I don't let you tell stories, because they go on for fucking ever and they lose interest like halfway through. Right? You don't stop at the logical closing point, right? You're like Lord of the Rings, all right? You don't end it when you're supposed to. You end it in the 20 other endings that follow.
Anyways, what do you want to... No, actually, let's find a new subject.
No, we got to talk about the fat black bitch that was denied a ride by Lyft.
She was what?
So there's a rapper and adult film star, which means basically she's got SoundCloud and OnlyFans. She is very large. Like, she's fatter than Jer.
Damn. That's a huge bitch.
She was she called for a lift, and it happened in Detroit. So she calls for a lift, and the lift driver shows up and says, no, there's no room back there. Like, he denied her a ride because she wouldn't fit in his car, and his tires couldn't handle the weight. And now she's suing Lyft. The funniest part is, like, I've seen pictures of this woman, and she is fully nude in the picture on Facebook, and they didn't fucking hit it. You want to know why? Because you can't see her pussy. It's protected by a force field of blubber.
Oh.
That fat roll is stronger than the spell they use to protect Hogwarts. Like, fucking.
No.
It's a Panocha cave.
Why do I let you talk?
But seriously, dude, just fucking, oh my God, it hangs down to her knees. Like, she is at least 500 pounds. Like, this bitch is fatter than fucking Lizzo.
Oh my.
It's
Take
fucking
a lot
ridiculous.
of liquor to get that drunk.
Fucking, there ain't enough fucking liquor in the bar, motherfucker. If I see a woman that large, it's like seeing a penis. Absolutely not. I might take the penis if you give me the option. Because that's just fucking disgusting. Because I know you ain't washed it. Because you can't fucking reach. But
I'm sure she's got a brush.
Dude, she was okay. So this woman is fat. Like, this guy showed up in like a Toyota Corolla, right?
Uh-huh.
This bitch legitimately was sitting in the back of a fucking Suburban and took up the whole hatch. Like the trucks, like the truck that she's filming her fucking music videos in, somebody had to shoehorn her into that motherfucker. I swear to God, there was a lot of Crisco involved. Like,
how's she not bedridden, I wonder?
I don't fucking know. I really don't. I mean, I don't understand how you're not bedridden, but like, fuck me running, dude. Like, legit, like, I was like, fuck me. No, absolutely fucking not. How do you fucking get that big?
Oh, diabetes.
That's a lot of chicken and watermelon, man. Like,
fuck off, Tony.
Fucking,
shut the fuck up.
She must be drinking grape soda by the fucking 2-liter.
Oh. By the way, the picture I showed earlier, I've decided I'm going to look better than that. I'm going to get in better shape than that. What?
Well, Jared's just admitted that he's going to die, guys.
Actually, I don't want to say anything yet. No,
motherfucker, no. You are not going to lose all that weight. Short of doing like the Stephen King diet.
I don't have that kind of money.
That was actually two jokes in one. Because one could be referencing his fucking work Thinner, which was a very underrated film and very underrated book. It was awesome. Fucking, basically Jerry's going to have a gypsy like tap on him and he's going to lose like fucking 40 pounds a day until he withers away and dies. Or it could be the time that he got hit by that fucking van and went into a coma. Either one of those are funny.
Oh, I thought you were talking about his cocaine habit.
No, that's a whole nother fucking diet.
That's the diet I thought you were referencing.
No, Jared's gonna get on that fucking booger sugar and write a goddamn book about a hotel and fucking like moving hedges and shit. Which, by the way, I'm going to say publicly, I didn't get said enough. Stanley Kubrick's version of The Shining was better than Stephen King's.
Them's his bold words, Tony.
No, it's not bold words because anybody who's seen how they literally translated it from the book was disappointed, right? I love Rebecca De Mornay. I really do. But when you put her in a show that is easy to lose interest in, like one, I hated the kid. Whoever they got to play Danny Torrance can fuck off. All right. Two, Steven Weber with a croquet mallet is not nearly as terrifying as Jack Nicholson with an X. Just putting that out there. Even Stephen King has fucking said in recent history that Stanley Kubrick's version was better. It took him a long time to say it because he hated that fucking shit. But when they made Dr. Sleep, he referenced Stanley Kubrick's a lot. Like he was just like, all right, fuck it. Why not? Plus, I mean, Stanley Kubrick's like, he was one of the greatest directors to ever live, and that's factual.
That's true. It's very true.
Yeah. Fucking, I'm actually convinced that The Shining was not supposed to be that terrifying. It was just the actors on the like he was actually driving them insane.
I mean, it makes sense.
Like, no joke, Shelley Duvall actually lost fucking hair and stopped acting for a little bit. Jack Nicholson was already crazy though, so like fucking there's that.
Yeah.
That was a good casting decision right there. It's like we need somebody to be like really fucking crazy by the end of this film. Jack Nicholson. Let's go with Jack Nicholson.
Wonder what Jack's up to these days. Doesn't he have dementia?
I think so.
It's so sad. Greatest actor ever. And we don't get.
We actually had this discussion recently, and it's a discussion. You know what? We're gonna have the discussion on the podcast. Why not? We're gonna end with that. Best actor you can think of, off the top of your head. Who comes?
Jack Nicholson.
No,
hands down.
Definitely not Jack Nicholson.
No contest. Jack Nicholson.
Everybody has fucking said, like, it's happened a lot. Like, people have said Denzel Washington, and not a bad choice. Not a bad choice. Denzel's a great fucking actor. All you need to do is watch any of his films. He's a great fucking actor. But there's somebody better than both Denzel Washington and Jack Nicholson, and this is not up for debate.
No, Tom Hanks comes after Jack Nicholson.
No, not Tom Hanks. Not talking about Tom Hanks. No, like he's just like he's in realistic movies where shit happens, right? Don't travel with that motherfucker. That's what I learned from watching his movies. Doesn't matter where you're going, fucking on a boat, fucking on a plane into space. They're FedExing your ass. You're ended up on a fucking island. All right, fucking like that's just no question. Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman was a great actor.
No. Gary Oldman is a fucking phenom of acting, right? Gary Oldman is such a good actor that you don't even realize he's in the movie most of the time. He was in Hannibal. Nobody can pick out where, though. He was the guy sitting in the bed with his fucking eye just fucked up and fucking like he was the fucked up guy that owned the pigs. Like that guy. Like I've been watching a movie. I've been watching a film, right? I'm watching it and it's like 45 minutes in and I'm like, that's Gary fucking Oldman. Like hold the fuck on. Like a little Gary Oldman slips out and I'm just like, that's Gary fucking Oldman. Gary Oldman is such a good actor that I could be Gary Oldman and I wouldn't know.
Speaking of that, I was watching Pulp Fiction because I got it on VHS. But I don't know why the fuck I did that. That was stupid. But anyways.
It was gay is what it was.
But anyways, I just realized that fucking Quentin Tarantino dared to give Steve Buscemi a 2-bit part in fucking Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. Yeah, he's Buddy Holly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, shouldn't his part be bigger than this?
No.
And it's not.
No, it's a cameo.
I bet
he let somebody rape Ving Rhames and you're concerned with fucking Steve Buscemi? Really? like he was getting raped. We ain't gonna never talk about this shit again.
You've lost your LA privileges.
You hear me talking, hillbilly boy? I ain't finished with you by a damn sight. I'm going to get medieval on your ass. Oh, man. Such a great movie.
So good. So that's why I was so excited to watch it on VHS. I was like, oh, I remember this.
Yeah, I think the coolest thing that nobody notices about Pulp Fiction, like, you know, until you actually learn the effects of drugs on your body, is the fact that John Travolta spent a lot of time in the bathroom. You want to know why? It's because heroin makes you constipated. And every time he went to the bathroom, some shit went down. Like every fucking time. He goes to the bathroom in Mia Wallace's place, and she ODs, right? Because one, why are you just going through fucking people's shit and just deciding you're going to do their drugs? That's fucked up. Two, somebody who is seasoned enough with drugs can tell the difference between cocaine and heroin. They are very different. But also, it was a mistake. It was a mistake because, again, he has heroin in a fucking baggie, which heroin does not come in a baggie. It comes in a balloon.
But if you notice, he references that in the movie. He says, I'm all out of balloons.
Is a baggie okay? Oh, man. But yeah, that's fucking, like, I'm sad that we're never going to get the fucking, the brothers. We're never going to get the Vega brothers.
Oh, we're not?
No. So if you actually look in the Quentin Tarantino verse, Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction are in the same universe. The exact same universe.
Yeah.
Actually, all of his movies are in the same universe, but Michael Madsen's character in Reservoir Dogs is the brother of John Travolta's character, Vincent Vega, in Pulp Fiction.
Okay.
Yeah. Mr. Blonde is Vincent's brother. It's funny as shit. It's funny as shit when you look at that shit.
And why aren't we going to get it?
Because they're fucking old now.
Oh, yeah. That doesn't seem to stop people.
That's a good point. It's a very good point. But guys,
this
has been an interesting episode. Hopefully you motherfuckers are enjoying this shit. And
this shit almost didn't happen.
Yeah, it almost didn't happen. Jared's got to go to Texas. I mean, he's got to go see Dr. Now. Oh, by the way, speaking of Dr. Now and My 600-Pound Life, I really think that fucking Detroit bitch should be on My 600-Pound Life. She really should. And I think that Dr. Now is going to have to come to her because she can't get a ride.
Until next week, guys.
We love each and every one of you motherfuckers. Thank you for tuning in and watching. And if you're subscribed to the Patreon, thank you so much for footing the financial responsibility of the people of YouTube that get this shit for free and wait like peasants. We love each and every one of you motherfuckers, but we will see you right back here next week for another episode of Shut the Fuck Up. Go Dogs!